Hi guys, I just wanted to show you today how I edit eyes in Gacha Life because one of my friends said they're struggling and I think most people struggle. So even though her eyes look different as in editing. Oh wait, I can... Never mind, I'm using Luna. Luna is my victim now for this. I'll just... Okay, first you gotta take a screenshot of your scene, of course, when you want to edit the eyes and stuff. Then we go to ibisPaint. Flip this because format and stuff. And we ignore any background noise because I need background noise to actually concentrate. So we're just because this is eye editing, I would just cut this image a little bit smaller. There. And then we're going to add a layer and use the felt tip pen hard. This is my main brush, by the way, for everything, just so you know. And sorry if I repeat many lines because my pen is kind of... Oh, now it's working. Sometimes it's not working properly because my pen is trash. But I'm trying. Also, those are my adjustments for every brush after method and 10 stabilizer because for my own sake. Then we're going to remove any white part of the eye, like this, and like shining, and we're going to trace the outline of the eye. It doesn't have to be perfect because you will see later why. Then you do the same with the other eye and merge the layer down. Now we're going to use the blurring tool and slightly putting down the blurring. It's not really important to where. And then we're going to blur out the white part and the colorful part of the eye. Not completely, since we want to keep the pupil. You can also erase the pupil if you like. This is if you accidentally make the pupil gone, this is not a problem. You can just draw it new. In my case, I would just blur out the entire eye. This is not really a smart move, but you'll see later why it's not important. There. Then we are picking a new layer and use again the felt tip hard pen to draw a pupil or redraw the pupil. You can also not blur the eye at all, but this didn't work out in my favor this time, so we're just going to redraw the pupil. This doesn't have to be perfect because most will be shaded away. Okay, now we have this, and then we're going to merge it down as well. Then we're using a new layer and use the dip pen hard to draw the missing eyelash. This is not always looking good. We're just redrawing the eye. Then add a new layer. And color that too. There, we're drawing this out, and you see already because of the coloring it's a little bit like this, but that's not a problem because when we put on alpha lock and then we can blur together without smudging it in the background. This is not a good eye, but it's a beginning. And if you're and if you realize, like me, that it's not looking good, then you can always use the eraser. That looks legit good. Wait, this was an accident, but we can use that. We can use that. Let's just pretend that was on purpose. This looks really cute. What the heck? Then you copy it and flip it, and then you have this one and kind of adjust it to the other eyes. This is kind of sick. It looks like Skull Island or something. Yeah, it reminds you of one of those. Yeah, it's a bit... Oops. Let's just pretend this is okay. I'm not really...
This is cool.
There. This is okay. Then we merge it down as well. Then we add a new layer and put it on multiply. And we're going to use the eye color. The outline of the eye color, I'm sorry. Use the outline of the eye color. You saw it's blurred, but if you're having the actual ibisPaint, you can always look up the older color or choose a darker shade of the eye color or do whatever you want. And use pen fade on these adjustments. I adjusted it long ago, so it's kind of special. Just pause the video and copy those adjustments. I don't know. Then you're just shading it out like this. Then you go into a more darker shade and redo it, but not completely down like the other. Then you go another darker shade. It's almost black-like looking. There we go. And then you should adjust the eraser and kind of erase everything that's not supposed to be on the eye, around the eye. It's kind of like this.
Were they making it worse possibly somehow? Were they experimenting maybe? I don't think so because...
Oops. Erase the part of the eye that isn't meant to be colored in.
Normal, fresh, delicious strawberry. It's alive.
There, if you want to, you can blur it also, but this often looks weird, so I keep it unblurred right now. You can adjust the opacity as you like. It's called opacity.
Well played.
The opacity. Yeah, sorry, my English went stuck.
Oh my gosh.
Nah, dude, that's
Then you make a new layer and put it on add. And put it on dip turn hard again. And either you choose white or the actual eye coloring. And make like small highlights in it. You can like this. Or you go with a small heart, which looks shitty because of my pen. Wait. Go with a small heart. Or a small star. Or, okay, this looks like shit again. In my case, you can just go this.
Oh, that's really creepy.
Like this. And I will use white to like make a light bottom. This is like an example. Doesn't have to look like this. You can always highlight as you like. You can also highlight the eyes, which I like to do sometimes. Just pick the eye color and then make a small like something here in the corner, like a little star thing like I did on my main OC. That you have like this. Okay, this one looks cool. And like go on a more lighter color and then edit eyes.
What the heck? It's like the dream of making a giant bowl of cereal. Dang, I love this animation. Like the way they're doing like the milk or whatever and making it like a different, the physics of it is totally different.
This is kind of how it could look like. You can also go another layer, made it on add, This is like in pro version of it, and then highlight the bottom of the eye. So you have like this shining effect thingy. This is, by the way, how I shade a lot of my eyes. And I would be careful not to merge down, add and multiply, because it will reverse the add effect, and do not multiply down on merge because this will reverse this. I would recommend always have a normal layer underneath if you want to merge those together, and be careful about it. Yeah. What you can also... Okay, by the way, bonus feature, because I feel like it, I show you how I draw mouth. Just copy the color of the mouth. Like... Oops. Make a thick line. Then use the eraser. Carefully remove the mouth stuff till you got one of those smaller things you can adjust like you want. And when you think, oh, but the eyes don't look too detailed enough, or like the lashes are too simple, here's how I also do it. You use the dip pen hard, put it on the lash color, and then you just simply go with, if my pen works, with a few simple lining like this. You get the point that you can always trace the eyelash a little, like this. Add a little more detail to it. This looks shitty right now because my pen is an aggressive object, but I think this is cute. So this is how you edit eyes. I hope you like this tutorial.